Well, this video is for informational purposes for anyone who has a two-door Tahoe or Yukon four-wheel drive. So I have a 93 Yukon solid axle swap, and I was coming home from the mountains the other day and I blew the rear U-joint. I was able to get off the road. I did not lose my drive shaft, but by the time I did, it actually damaged the drive shaft where the U-joint presses in. So I was able to come into town, put a new U-joint in on the side of the highway, and drive it home. But can't leave it like that because the drive shaft itself is damaged. So probably wouldn't last real long in the long term. So I bought a new Dorman drive shaft, and you can see my old rusty one at the bottom, and the new Dorman Made in USA one on the top. And in my particular case, I have a 14-bolt semi-floater in the rear that I swapped in, and no Tahoe or Yukon came that way as far as I know. Not in the two-door model. The four doors, I believe so later. But anyway, bought this new drive shaft, and I go to put in my combination U-joint, which I'd already purchased, and it doesn't fit the new drive shaft because Dorman kind of did us dirty, and they didn't even put in a stock diameter U-joint in this. So the U-joints they decided to use have a smaller diameter cap. And so luckily I was able to go down to my local O'Reilly's and they actually had the universal joint I needed. So instead of running a 447 on the rear, now I'm running a 448 to get the Yukon back together. So let me give you the part number on this new drive shaft. It looks nice, it says built in the USA, and it's actually a larger diameter, which is probably a good thing, but they managed to use smaller U-joints than what the OEM used, which is kind of pathetic. So I'm going to film the label so you can see what I'm working with here. There's the part number, Dorman 946-591. And I doubt there's that many of you with two-door Tahoes or two-door Yukons that are four-wheel drive that this would matter. And if I had the stock 10-bolt axle, it would have bolted in fine, but ultimately it's going to be weaker. So this is a solution for me right now, but I'll be looking for a better solution in the future because I don't really like putting smaller U-joints on my off-road rig. So anyway, short little video. Thanks for watching. Just a heads up to you guys. Later.